what alarmed me, Campbell, was just how cavalier they were all about it. The way they announced at this meeting, prices are going up 35%, and Chris Bowen was saying, yeah, it's all part of the transition. They just don't care about the little guy anymore, do they?
They do not care about, mums and dads trying to bring up their families. They do not. They don't care about business, either small or large, because it is really going to make Australia non-competitive. I mean, it's extraordinary. What we should be doing is saying, look, we need to all the politicians, Morrison, Albo, the whole rotten bunch of them, all of them are, they're rotters on this. The last 2 years during COVID, they've been telling us this baloney about bringing manufacturing back. Well, I say this to them: the only way you'll bring manufacturing back to this country is if you deal with a number of things. One, approval times to get factories up and built through councils and state. You need to fast track, you need to shorten the time, because time is money. You need to sort out IR, and we're going backwards on that with this new government, and you need to bring energy prices down. And our energy prices need to be benchmarked, Fred, against our international competitors. We are already far more expensive than, for example, Texas in the United States.
Yeah,
far more expensive,
and
double,
for no reason. And I'd add to that, Campbell, we need to start digging up or extracting and exporting more of this stuff. I mean, gas is at the moment 10 times what it was. The price of gas is 10 times what it was 3 years ago. But if we want to take advantage of those prices, we need to build more LNG export terminals, and to build one of those from start to finish without having to go through all the regulatory hoops is 3 years. So what we need is a government that says, okay, you can start building one tomorrow, and hopefully the price of gas will still be high, because we've got tons of the stuff and Europe desperately needs it.
Well, mate, the problem here is that you've got both sides, again, of the political fence now wanting to tell the gas companies that they shouldn't be exporting the stuff because we need it here. They're busy exporting it, those major companies, and making big profits, because that's the market and it makes sense for them to get it offshore. But you know what? There's lots of gas in New South Wales and Victoria, both onshore and offshore. And guess what? Decisions from craven, gutless politicians like the Premier of Victoria and the former Prime Minister Scott Morrison have seen, essentially, gas exploration and development in New South Wales and Victoria, pretty much moribund. I mean, Morrison stopped a gas project in offshore.
Yep.
And Andrews has a ban on it. Meantime, they go, the price of gas is so expensive. I mean, again, mate, I hope that people across Australia, Middle Australia, need to wake up to what's going on. This bells the cat.
It does.
People are being. This is what net zero means, and this is what a failure to develop gas in New South Wales and Victoria means.
Yeah,
high prices.
And people
and yet
like
they
you
want to blame the Ukraine. What rubbish.